The Almeda Fire on September 8th, 2020 is a memorable day, obviously, for firefighters, families, business owners, and many others. Imagine dropping fire retardant on your own neighborhood that day, not knowing whether your home would survive those flames. That's exactly what happened. A co-pilot assigned to Tanker 60 exactly 1 year ago. Newswatch 12's Tyler RIDGLE joins us live from Talent with his story.
Yeah, Brian, he says it was by that third retardant drop he did that day that worry really began to set in because he could no longer see his home. Tanker 60, the Oregon Department of Forestry's 1958 Douglas DC-7, served Oregon for several years. It has been retired since it last flew in 2020.
We were one of 5 aircraft that were dropping on the fire.
But Scot Douglas hasn't hung up his boots just yet. He's now a co-pilot on ODF Tanker 101.
It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon where we were notified that they wanted a retardant drop on the Almeda Fire, which at that point hadn't progressed too much further than exit 19 in Ashland.
On September 8th, while lining up for his first retardant drop that day, he passed over his own neighborhood in Talent.
As we passed by, I could see my wife and my daughter, who was living with us at the time, hosing down the yard in anticipation of the fire moving a little bit further to the north.
Smoke covered his home, sitting just 4 houses away from Talent Avenue. From the sky, his home completely out of sight.
We did 9 drops that day, and after the 3rd drop, the smoke had laid over our neighborhood, and at that point I couldn't see our home anymore, so I wasn't sure I didn't find out until the next day that our portion of the neighborhood had been spared.
Douglas was able to stay in communication throughout the day with his wife and daughter. That night they evacuated to stay with friends in Ashland, and he stayed in a Medford hotel.
We weren't allowed to.
And it truly was a team effort that day for everyone that pitched in to put out that fire. Reporting live in Talent, Tyler RIDGLE, Newswatch 12.